idea.
That's a
Do
good
we have a schedule at all?
No, we do not.
I tried to figure things out, but these two wouldn't work with me. So I guess our first topic, would be about games.
You were just as uncooperative.
Well, also they just came out now with a collection. It used to be console only. Is Ninja Gaiden. It's now come out the Master Collection on Steam.
Oh yeah, I saw that. There was a lot of reviews that said that it was like a dog shit port. I am inclined to believe them because most people don't.
The first and I think it's like the first or the second one are controller only. There's no PC controls for it, so you have to use a controller. But that's because it's an original Xbox game, so I mean, it's never been remastered. But like it has all of the Ninja Gaiden games.
How many is in that series anyway? I never followed that when it was releasing on consoles, so I don't have a clue.
I mean, it's certain how just companies seem. If a company doesn't make like a game for PC, it's gonna have like the port is gonna be horrible usually.
That's kind of a given with most ports to PC. There's very few exceptions. There's a few recent ones that actually had really good PC ports.
Ninja Gaiden, Razor's
I can think
Edge.
of a few of the PS4 exclusives that came to PC recently.
Well, it's no longer an exclusive then.
Yeah,
so
not anymore, but...
it's 3 games total. It has Razor's Edge, Ninja Gaiden 2. And Ninja Gaiden 3 is Razor's Edge.
I don't understand any of the premise of any of those games.
Wasn't Ninja Gaiden just
all I hear is Ninja Gaiden? I assume
horrifically hard.
Yes, it was an incredibly hard game. Yes.
Yes.
That was probably one of the first third-person games I had ever played when I got the original, like the first original Xbox, and like it was one of the hardest games I've ever played. Today, it's even harder than God of War, and that says a lot. Because God of War used to be a hard game.
Fine, isn't it? It's one of those games that's kind of supposed to be really hard, though.
It also has like it doesn't. I don't think it even has an editable difficulty setting. I think it's just hardcore right out of the gate.
Oh, there's like no selectable difficulty. It's
I don't.
Here's
my memory of the first
one. Fuck you.
My memory of the first one was, if I'm not mistaken, it didn't have a difficulty setting at all.
Well, I mean, it didn't have a difficulty setting at all, or something. Well, I mean,
I'll have to believe you because I've never played the games, so.
I haven't played the third one. I've completed the first one. I've played half of the second one, but like I haven't played the first one in over a decade.
All I know about Ninja Gaiden is the fact that it's just horrifically.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's also a good game. Has a great storyline. It is a really good game.
If I'm not mistaken, also there was like a thing where apparently, like, if you used one of the games, if you used the worst weapon for like the entire duration of the game, you could upgrade it to like be one of the best weapons.
Yeah, true.
That seems like a major pain in the ass, and I would not want to do that. I mean, kudos to anyone that did. Like, fucking good on you, but I would not be able to fucking do that.
Yeah, no. I certainly would. Like, I already like my games to be kind of challenging, but not like an unfair level of challenging.
Weren't there already like what were the two original VR headset makers? Like there was Oculus and there was another one, but I don't remember.
There's Oculus and HTC.
Yeah.
Well, now there's Index.
Yeah.
Valve Steam. Index. It's Steam's version.
That's the one Steam makes.
Yeah.
There's a fourth one too. I don't know who they are.
I just saw it. It's like $1,000 on Steam. That's crazy.
No, fuck, I'm not paying them $1,000.
Fuck no, I have my own. I have
insurance test their shit.
Even though mine's wired, I'm not paying that much. I'd just rather use my original version of the Oculus Rift headset.
I mean, I get it. I have friends that have invested in VR and they say it's like fucking life changing shit sometimes, but like, I'm not gonna invest in that until it's so fucking developed where it's like the games are like you can play them instinctually.
Well, I mean, that was my whole thing was like with VR is that I always just thought like when I had a bunch of friends who were just like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get the Oculus and stuff," and I just thought to myself, it's like new technology. There's gonna be a lot of teething problems.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
without
the
a
first thing I
doubt.
thought of when I saw that.
And you
Also,
also
at the same time, also at the same time, I was like, my big thing is that once they have like a full-on system for like running, like real running, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna totally play video games like I get fucking ripped, you know.
Was it play gorilla tag where you're swinging around in your arms? However, there's like a health hazard with that game, in that you will probably hit your head. You'll probably break your knuckles because you're
Yeah,
going to be swinging
I've
your
seen
arms around a
people
lot.
play that Gorilla Tag VR. Jesus Christ, that seems like a fucking upper arm and like shoulder workout.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
I
Like,
mean that's the good thing about VR too, is that there's also like medical like medical things you can do with it.
well, I feel like it would be amazing because I'm like, imagine that. Like, I was like, the moment VR is like a full body experience that is not like absurdly expensive, gamers are going to start becoming some of the most ripped people ever.
Oh god, I can only imagine like being able to feel getting shot at, like getting hit with bullet. Oh god, that's gonna be the worst fucking feeling.
Well, they have
Tarkov's gonna be a whole new experience.
well,
Red
they
Orchestra
have
VR
haptic
when
bodysuits now.
It's like what's that? You want a migraine every day of the week? Here, play Tarkov in VR and get head eyes every minute of every hour.
It would be
Can't.
amazing if like you could actually get like bruised.
Oh
Like
god,
imagine
fuck
that.
No,
My
there
God,
would be
what
so
happened
many
to you?
lawsuits.
My God, what happened to you, Tark?
There would be so many lawsuits. I'm telling you now, just from the amount of injuries that would cause.
But some people would probably want that,
You would probably need to sign a fucking
waiver.
yeah, like a waiver saying you can't sue them for that. Like that you do this at your own risk.
Well, I know there's like haptic bodysuits now where it's like if you're playing like VR chat or whatever, people can like touch you. And it's weird.
So I found a game
They also have like that same kind of deal, but with like just speakers all over your body, where when you can actually hear and feel when someone's fucking around a corner.
I mean, a headset is probably just better, for that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And
It's weird. It's like
also,
meant to simulate certain fucking like stimulus, and I don't know any of the science behind it, so I'm probably gonna sound like a fucking idiot speaking about it.
I imagine it's probably just like supposed to like emulate the idea of sounds coming from certain areas that you can't really get with headsets and stuff,
Yeah.
Also, I'll go ahead and like link you all into like the video that I'm about to play, because this is a game even I haven't heard of, and it's supposed to release sometime this year.
Oh, Elden Ring! I've heard about this.
I haven't.
I've heard about it like only in passing, and I don't know what to expect of it. Like I don't know what it is.
Never heard of it.
We're about to find out. I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's a Bandai Namco product. Okay.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
The Tarnished.
I mean, didn't they like release Demon Souls like not even like 6 months ago, 5 months ago?
Guided by grace.
No idea.
Once lost.
Knew I would tell you.
Golden Order
What is this, like an MMO?
to its core.
No idea.
Oh fuck. We're all in the dark here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Got good graphics.
I don't know why, but this is giving me this is strangely giving me ESO vibes, and also Shadow of the Colossus vibes as well.
This is giving me kind of like a Dark Souls version of Black Desert vibes.
Yeah, I could see that too.
This might be an Elder Scrolls game.
Might be an Elder Scrolls game. I mean, I understand it, Bethesda just got bought out by Microsoft, but I don't think it's that good.
No, this is definitely Dark Souls vibes, actually.
They will die.
Especially the way it just showed that combat mechanic. No, that's definitely it. That's definitely Dark Souls vibes.
In the sense that you're gonna die 1,700 times.
Yeah.
Well, while
Interesting.
We let this, trailer playthrough, I'll be back.
For how else is a champion or a lord to be born?
Leaving during a podcast.
Ooh.
How unprofessional.
I got a phone call and some Indian guys calling about a house cleaning service and wants to know how many bedrooms are in it, so I barely understood what he'd been going on about.
Okay.
Wait for Duckport.
This is really giving off Dark Souls vibes.
Hopefully it's good.
It's got some creepy boss monsters, it looks like.
Maybe like Dark Souls.
Oh yeah.
For all of us.
Something I always loved about like those kind of games that like they really nail the atmosphere, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I had never heard of that game until now, and it looks a lot like a Dark Souls game.
Might be. We just might not know. In the same way that PT, everyone's like, oh god, PT, it's revealed that it's like, oh, it was a planned idea for like a Resident Evil thing.
2021. Sure. The Lost Ark. Summer Game Fest. Tiny Tina's Wonderland's official announcement trailer.
God. More Borderlands stuff.
Oh yeah, have y'all seen the Battlefield 6 trailer?
Oh no, I haven't. Isn't it like another 2142 sort of thing?
Oh, 2042.
2042, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean.
2142 was a good game.
Here's one.
I like how it's like we're going back to our roots, and everyone's World War II games. And it's like, and we're back in the future again.
But it's fun.
But it's fun. As long as it's fun, then I can.
Ah, I see. I got back just in time for the 2042
Yeah.
trailer.
I think this game's gonna be a lot better than the last two that came out.
See, that may be true. I'm gonna remain cautiously optimistic.
No
Yeah,
pre-order.
same.
No pre-order, absolutely
No
not.
pre-order.
I'll pre-order.
You never pre-order a game nowadays.
No.
Are you kidding me? That's asking to lose your money. Or asking to be disappointed.
It cannot be any worse than Battlefield 1.
Cyberpunk?
Battlefield 1 was amazing.
No, it wasn't. It was
Yes,
kind of
it
meh.
was.
They both Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 have the they've got like a weird thing going with the assault class where they just overpower all other classes. They're just all the other classes are shooting compared to them. Just based off the weapons they get.
I thought Battlefield 1 was amazing, but I thought Battlefield 5 was not.
I mean, Battlefield 1 had its ups and downs. Battlefield 5 kind of it doesn't like show the problem as hard because some of the classes get access to better weapons. The support
Oh!
classes actually,
New
access to
vehicles?
pump-action shotguns.
But one thing that's, well, I mean, especially when, I loved it because it was World War I. I mean, come on.
No, yeah, it's not a first, but
The
it's
map
like,
selection was
it
kind of
a
bad.
trendsetter for that genre, and
Yeah.
that time frame.
The map selection was pretty poor, like Battlefield 3. They didn't have a big selection of maps.
Oh yeah, no, they they had a poor initial map pool, and the maps they added afterwards were not stellar.
But it's kind of become more of a thing of like, the problem is that when you find a formula that works, a lot of times it just ends up being a lot of that formula that works.
Well, not only that too, a lot of times they cut a lot of content that was originally supposed to be in the game and sell it back to you as DLC.
Why? Why is there even a four-wheeler on the roof of a building?
Because you
Fucking
can.
why not?
As you can.
Because this is what you do. You're playing
for
Battlefield.
cinematic purposes.
This is the part that really like made me excited. Was this right here?
Oh, this is freaking stupid as shit.
Oh yeah.
I love
Like,
this.
Underground tunnels, driving four-wheelers to elevators.
No,
Oh,
this
no,
right here.
Colonel, you'll see
Like playing
this.
Battlefield 4 and it
I
would do
love this.
This is so stupid. it's like fun stupid though, you know, it's like whatever.
Yeah, because I love the fact that like the pilot would have had the foresight to bring a fucking Carl Goose stuff into the ship with him.
Because there's a guy playing Battlefield 4 who did that exact trick.
Yep.
Except later he moved to a sniper rifle and stole the other jet.
I definitely want to get this game though. Like, I definitely want to play it. It looks like it'd be fun.
I'll try it, yeah, I'd be down to try it.
I'm kind of interested to see what the campaign's gonna be like. Oh, this is another edition. This is gonna be a new thing to Battlefield.
It's like weaponized, yeah, it's like weaponized natural disasters, isn't it?
I think it's
Oh
just
my
like
God,
you're
I'm
fighting a
sick.
natural
Tornado.
disastrous hit.
Sharknado?
I don't know
Sure,
why,
yeah.
but the player models, like the character models, remind me a lot. I don't know. Have you guys ever heard of that indie game called World War
No.
3? No. It's it was
Oh, yeah,
supposed to
World
be
War
like
III,
a
yeah.
spiritual successor to Battlefield, to like the original Battlefields. But it was supposed to be like a much more like realistic set. Like you literally customize everything about your loadout and like the armor set you wear. But the character models seem really similar.
Yeah.
They probably drew inspiration from that, or maybe, I don't know, they probably didn't.
Battlefield drew inspiration from.
That is gonna be a good game, by the way.
I
Why do
hope
you say
so.
that? Don't say
I-
that. You jinxed it, man. Come on.
Hush your
The
mouth.
thing with that is, I hope most games that get released are good games, because we need more good games than bad games in this world, and
I wanna-
unfortunately, the bad games outweigh the good games.
Before we move on to the next one, though, like another thing they didn't really showcase in the trailer was like tornadoes aren't going to be the only thing. There's going to be like snowstorms, desert storms, like sandstorms,
Storms. Yeah.
stuff like that. This is going to be really good, in my opinion. Like, it looks better than Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, and it looks way better than the two most recent Battlefields that came out.
Except Battlefield.
Battlefield 1 was trash. Don't even.
Battlefield 1 was awesome.
It's trash. I have it, and it's
Awesome.
garbage.
I have it as well, and it's awesome.
It's garbage.
Love it.
Garbago. The multiplayer is absolutely dog shit. They're also bringing back the dog tag shit in Battlefield 6, where you like knife someone and take their dog tags. They did showcase that in the trailer. That'll be pretty cool. On terms of like Battlefield games, though, Battlefield 3 I think set a precedent for how good Battlefield was, and it just from there declined. But I think Battlefield 6 might bring it back up to a high level.
Hopefully.
I think it will. I mean, Battlefield 1 and Battlefield, the World War II Battlefield 1940 something, I don't remember what it's called. Battlefield 5,
1942.
I guess. It was... Both of those kind of showed how far into decline Battlefield fell before they decided to come out with this, and it looks like Battlefield 3 on steroids.
Yeah.
And it looks good just from the trailer. I mean, I don't know if some of that's just multiplayer shit or if it's like a mix of multiplayer and campaign, but it looks pretty dope.
Hopefully it will be.
Now, let's see what this one is.
I mean, I've
haven't
seen a
heard
lot of
this.
games that definitely looked promising and ended up being really disappointing.
This is definitely going to be an
This is all Summer Game
MMO.
Fest stuff, isn't it?
What?
This is all Summer Game stuff.
Yeah,
Fest stuff, right?
yeah.
Oh, it's another Amazon Games. Oh, great. I can't wait for this to die out of the fucking gate.
Milegate RPG.
Oh god, Amazon has their own game studio now.
Yeah, dude, they've like killed like 4 or 5 games straight out the gate before it even got out of the gate.
This looks interesting.
Their one good game that looked like it had promise, I think it was called New World. I don't have much read it.
Oh.
Already dead.
Yeah, it's already dead, it seems like. I mean, don't quote me on that, because it could have a resurgence.
Oh, definitely Diablo-esque vibes.
Oh yeah, Diablo. Very Diablo-esque.
Yeah, it's a Diablo-esque game.
With a lot better graphics.
I don't think this would make me want to play a Diablo-esque game that isn't Path of Exile already.
Yeah.
I mean, I also like the fact that like, there's
right?
games that were just so amazing that they like ended up being the trendsetter. I mean, they should. I think we should go back to calling all FPS games Doom clones.
I don't know if I want to play. I don't know if I'd want to play this because I mean I could just go and play Path of Exiles for free
Yeah, right? Like,
instead of playing this.
what's the price point on this? $60?
60, 70 maybe?
But Path is free though.
But this looks pretty large scale though. This is way different.
Eh.
But they should show way more than what they did. This kind of just gave a little bit of a tease.
And it's Amazon games. I don't put much stock in Amazon games, mostly because they've been shooting all of their fucking titles in the face.
Korean MMO action RPG. Oh no.
Oh wait. Oh, Evil Dead, the game. Oh, this. Okay, I gotta see this.
No.
Oh god.
What is this?
Evil Dead?
I've never heard of
we
it.
all know what Evil Dead
You haven't seen the
is,
movies?
I don't think so.
Really?
Ash and the Evil Dead?
Army of Darkness?
Reboot predicted this.
Actually, yeah, no. I don't think I've seen any of those titles.
Oh my god.
You uncultured
That is-
heathen.
How dare you, sir?
You don't know Evil Dead. You need to at least watch
It is-
the original
it is
movie.
The B movie, you know?
It was really cheesy for a horror movie, but it was also really funny.
Oh no, but like that's the thing. It is the B movie. It's like
It's the cheesy horror movie. To set all
well, yeah,
horror
it's a
movies.
cheesy horror movie, but it's the cheesy horror movie. It's like the entire thing that defines the whole.
I mean, just
genre
from
of
looking
B
at this
horror
fucking
movies.
like gameplay reveal trailer, it looks cheesy as fuck.
Well, yeah.
Perfect.
It looks like an open
The
world
dude has a
version.
chainsaw arm.
With the power of possession in your arsenal, you'll scare those goody two-shoes to death. Literally, you can do that if you're a dick.
I'm confused. What is this game? Is this supposed to be like a
It's like a PvP
kind of game? Or
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
but like with a mix of PvE mixed in. It's like almost like a Left 4 Dead with like one of the guys getting to be like a boss zombie.
No, because to be Left 4 Dead, you need to be a fucking first person. What the fuck is this shit? This isn't Left 4 Dead.
I mean, it's like a Left 4 Dead-esque, but like third person Dead by Daylight shit.
Eh.
I think Dead by Daylight would be more like.
Yeah, I feel like that's a more apt description there.
Soon you'll experience the horror
It's Dead by Daylight, but you can actually fight back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was no accident that Ash
Which, by the way, I don't really get what the whole deal is with that Dead by Daylight game. Like, I've seen buddies play it. I've seen other people play it, like streamers play it, and I just don't see the appeal.
I don't either.
Me neither. Well, I mean, it's a kind of game that you're supposed to play with friends and stuff, but like the whole deal is like, it's like a horror game, but one of you plays as the bad guy and stuff.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you're playing with the 5-stack, but like, I would never want to play that game like solo, or even with just another,
Bunch of
friend.
randos.
Dying Light 2, the fact that they made a
I have
second
been waiting
game.
for this game for so fucking long.
This is a 7-minute trailer.
Hey
For the
everyone,
trailer.
we've been quiet for some time, since like the rest of the
Like,
world, we had some
just knowing that
unforeseen
they're
hurdles
trying
to
for a fucking 2020,
But
was it a
wait is over.
2021 release date, or is it did they get pushed back
Let's
to
dive
2022?
into the
Hold on,
open
hold on.
world.
I'm confused. Like, did they manage to like stop the infestation and keep it within the city, or did it finally spread?
No.
No, the infestation is out of control. It's just like
Yeah.
the whole. I think the whole.
The
thing
whole
is
world
being
is just
forced.
fucked.
No, the whole world is fucked, but it's like, you know, civilization has managed to, like, stay alive to some extent.
It's kind of like reverted back to like medieval ages, kind of.
Well,
but
tribal
really.
stuff.
Yeah, tribal stuff. That probably works.
Oh! You get to jump off of buildings and use the gliders and shit? Interesting.
I mean, my whole question is, like, especially if there was, like, a dying light situation, like, I would imagine, like, I mean, Hawaii would be an amazing place to be.
I know, I feel like that would go over like a Dead Island scenario.
Well, I mean, the whole thing about that is that it's, like, there's a very specific amount of people, you know?
True.
And, like, that's
Zombies
the thing.
can't
Like,
technically swim either, so...
well, I mean, it depends on what kind of zombies you're going for, but at the same time, also, like, you have the massive military base on the island as well.
By the way, I'm Hakon.
You were a night runner. You used to help people, remember?
Night runners are gone. Finished.
See,
like,
with the sequel to this game, I'm kind of wondering how they're, like, if they're gonna revamp their crafting system, or how they're gonna do that, because...
I'm guessing, from what I can tell, I think they're going more for a story route, which is not a bad thing.
The modern Dark Ages.
I do like how this is a much bigger setting than Haran was in the first game.
Oh yeah.
Because Haran was big, but like it was very limited in where you could go. Like there was a definitive border. You could not go past a certain, past a certain distance.
Rules are broken.
This will be interesting. Like, I really would like to play this game. I've only got to play a little bit of the first game, so I really want to complete it before I go to this one. But this looks like a game I'd play. Yeah.
I beat the the original campaign. I didn't beat any of the DLC.
Yeah, if I get Dying Light
though,
again,
so I don't
I'm
really
getting the
remember
DLC.
much of anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, as you can see from, like, it's like, yeah, they're, like, gangs and stuff, but I feel like it's kind of going for a almost...
Just like a Borderlands-style zombie game. Well, with, like, less insanity to it. Oh, that's cool.
Just remember,
I also do like how they're changing up the enemy archetypes as well.
Yeah.
Nosy Parker, ain't you?
So...
Got some kind of bad habit?
Yeah, they like the original games, they had shamblers, bolters, virals, and the volatiles, and a few like big heavy guys, and that was about it. Here it looks like they're actually adding to the human AI as well.
The fact you're not only fighting zombies in this is gonna make this so much better.
Oh well, yeah, you fought human enemies in the first one too. It was kind of a fucking slog fighting the human enemies.
Yeah, but in this it should be different.
Since this is gonna be further along in the timeline here, access to guns is gonna be a lot harder to get. So I imagine there's gonna be a lot less range bullshit you have to deal with.
The infected are
I'm hoping.
Since when were the infected like afraid of UV light?
Since that was kind of the... Well, it wasn't that was kind of a whole thing.
Resident...
Plot point in the first game, yeah.
It was like Resident Evil style shit.
Well, that's why they're more dangerous ones to go out in the sun.
That's one of the main reasons why volatiles don't bother going out.
So, this is like a parkour Resident Evil.
Depends. Do you play during the night or during the day? Because it's like two complete different places.
During the night.
Yeah, during the night it'll be like that. I'd imagine.
Yet night brings opportunity as well. Nests rife with infected.
I wonder if they're gonna keep their double XP for being out at night. That'd be a good incentive to actually stay out at night. Because that's what I used to do in the first game. They'd be like, Mac, how did you get to max rank already? They spent like 2 nights outside. I'll be right back again.
What in the fuck? Master the art of survival.
Luckily, You have all the tools you need to survive.
It's a really long trailer.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can wall walk.
Parkour skills allow
That's
you
be
to
dope.
defeat even the
Well,
most
wall run
treacherous
in.
terrain.
You get what I mean.
Hey, look, they're actually showing off the mechanics they want you to use in the game.
Yes.
That's not how you make a video game trailer. You need to show some cutscenes.
They did this with the first Dying Light as well. That's what made everybody want to play this game that did play it.
Parkour acrobatics to save your life.
That's pretty dope.
But often, you'll have
The
to
Mirror's
face your
Edge
enemies
drop
head on.
kick.
And then you have to be smart,
Mirror's Edge dropkick.
Hello, goodbye.
resourceful,
You did.
and determined. We've worked hard on the essence of our combat.
There's gonna be a lot more blood in this game.
Is fun,
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of ooh, that was kind of cool. I mean like I remember like that's something with added graphics. It's gonna be added gore. You know.
You have multiple ways
Well,
to
it doesn't look like it's gonna be as much of a slogfest to fight human enemies as it was in the first one.
It's up to you if you focus mostly on mobility and
Well, I
parkour,
mean, yeah. Well, it looks like it's
or
definitely gonna be a lot more
aggressive,
savage.
blunt
Definitely
force
focusing a lot more.
or
Hey.
a crafty
Yeah.
approach where the tools you've
It also doesn't look like it's gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna be spending like 10 minutes fighting a group of humans, like you did in the first one. This one, you can at least have a more of a chance.
Oh, that guy got fucking harpooned.
Yeah.
fast and quick in Dying Light 2.
Good lord.
Each moment matters. Each move could mean triumph or defeat. Choose your actions and friends carefully.
Yeah.
Everything you do in the city can reshape the gameplay and
The Joker, the throwback to the Joker where he's just smacking the detonator because he doesn't think it's gonna work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I always thought it'd be funny because the whole thing is like, there's gonna be some people like. I'm sure if like an apocalyptic sort of situation like that happens,
Oh,
there's definitely gonna be like tribes
Oh,
and wasteland and
the
stuff,
day
but
after my birthday is when it releases. It's a hell of a
that'd
birthday
be a
present.
good
Hell
birthday
yeah.
gift, wouldn't it?
Now, yes, it would, wouldn't it, Colonel? Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
Nudge. Alright, let's find some more shit.
More trailers to look at.
Best upcoming movies. Battlefield 2042. The Elder Scrolls full movie. No, I don't need to watch that.
I've also found that like with movies, there's a lot of movies are just not very good that are coming out.
They're coming out with a New Horizon? I mean, it's only PlayStation only, I'm pretty sure. PS5.
Oh, yeah,
but
it's
the
gonna be
Horizon
those.
Forbidden West.
Forbidden West.
I think
That's interesting.
Total Warhammer. No, that's someone put a bunch of cinematic trailers together and try to make a movie. Oh yeah. Hey, Soul Stealer 50. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, we're looking at. We've already looked at the new Battlefield trailer, and it looks like a throwback to Battlefield 3, but Battlefield 3 on steroids, so to speak. It's gonna be a good game.
Well, I like the near future vibe because you're not just going completely like off the rails with like the future Call of Duties where it's like I don't even know what the hell is going on.
Oh, it's Nick. Hey, bro. Oh, also, hey, Colonel. Here's a new game neither of us have seen.
Here's that one. What is it? The
Just
Day
going,
Before.
Bro.
That looks interesting.
Really quiet.
So the thing I would say is there was too much noise in the world. Before, it seemed like we were just sleeping in a continuous stream of information and news, buying junk that we didn't even
13-minute
need.
trailer.
In the old world, I always
Well,
dreamed
based
of
on
becoming
this,
a radio
right?
host.
It's going fucking slow.
I didn't have the courage to stay true to myself and not live the way others expected me to.
The day before.
We could
So far, I'm
create
getting like a
better versions of
1950s vibe
ourselves.
kind of deal.
Make
I mean, yeah, look at the
breakthroughs
radio.
I know
and
the
change
radio, the
world.
chair, the little windmill outside.
We
Yeah.
The
realized
fact that he's got a bunch of
instead,
shotgun slugs on the table.
we could have changed many things for the better. And this goddamn Azure initiatives wouldn't have existed.
Oh my god, get to the point, please.
It would have been
Yeah, I know,
What is
right?
this game?
come back, change everything.
Oh,
I have something for you.
nope, it's a zombie game.
Take me back
Probably.
to the time that is over. Take me back to my happy place. To the day before the world ends.
I want a game where it's like a zombie apocalypse game, but you're not fighting zombies, you're fighting like eldritch horrors, like a Lovecraftian like apocalypse game.
You mean Bloodborne?
You know that motherfucker
like
knew he was
Bloodborne.
going to die. You know it.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I
Welcome
had to go
back.
let some family out and bring my garbage cans in. Oh, I've seen this game before.
The day before?
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like it could be a good game, but I'm not gonna hold much hope out for it.
Well, it looks interesting, but...
So, it's been...
Oh god, spin tires.
They mix some Mud Runner into this game.
Spin tires,
so
oh
the
god.
the thing with most of this, this gameplay is it's... So the very first trailers they released they weren't actual gameplay footage. It was pre-rendered cutscenes to look like gameplay footage. So that out the gate is already a red flag to me. But this exclusive gameplay trailer doesn't give me very high hopes for it either.
Oh, it's an
the
IGN release.
Yeah, the graphics look good, but I don't see enough of the gameplay there to actually like give it a
It's
good...
a 13-minute long trailer.
We're only like 3 minutes in.
Yeah, no. I've seen this whole trailer before already.
Okay, so we now know definitely that it's kind of like near the modern day, at least, because that airplane looked like modern, like, sort of jetliner. The new DLC for spin tires.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, the graphics look pretty good, but like I haven't like the shooting and the aiming I'm not a fan of.
Well, I haven't even
I understand
seen
it's probably not it could very well change. Like it's not a final product yet, but like I'm already not having high hopes for this game.
I mean, good world building at least.
Yeah, no, like they did pretty good with the world building. I'm not gonna lie. Like they have positives, it's just the negatives right now outweigh the positives.
Pretty sure he has a pop tire.
He does, he does.
Oh, okay. Third person action.
Lunges.
Lola Cola?
They couldn't afford the Coca-Cola trademark, so they they had to make do.
Lola Cola. Smart.
That is an old gas station though too. Like, damn.
Well, that's a fourth Crown Vic right there. So.
You can tell it's in like a
and he has
town
a
out of nowhere.
He has a PPB zone.
You already don't have good aim.
No, that's definitely an AK.
Oh, I thought I couldn't see the mag. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought too when he first started shooting it, and then I see him put it on his back. I'm like,
the fact they had someone that's not good at playing video games to fucking play this, ugh.
Dude, no, yeah, like,
your aim is everywhere.
So this is part of the reason why I was not a fan of this trailer, is the fucking aiming and shooting this guy is doing is not.
Reminds you of Daisy Gone.
It looks like it's supposed to be like a mix between
This looks like a really it does look like a high res DayZ, to be honest.
No, have you guys ever played a game called what's it called? It was an Xbox exclusive for a while. I have it installed on my hard drive here somewhere.
Man, look at all that soda.
Yeah, good old carbohydrates. Oh, Days Gone, not DayZ.
Okay,
Days Gone.
I found the name of it. It's called State of Decay.
I can see it though.
It's like a really high-res version of State of Decay. It looks like.
Joe's Market. Escalator specials. That's something I really hate, like, with games like this, especially. Oh, okay, apparently there's still electricity.
I honestly want to see, like, I want to see what happens, like, the before and after the world ends.
So, like, this whole, like, holding F to search, they ripped that straight from fucking State of Decay.
Oh, yeah.
I will give them this, their inventory system looks a little bit nicer than it did in their original release trailer, but Eh. Like that's all I can really say about that is eh.
Yeah.
One thing I really don't like in like survival games like this is where it's like, here's like a fridge full of things or a store full of things, and then you search and there's like a bag of chips.
Oh yeah, no, like they don't evenly show loot dispersed correctly.
It's all aesthetic.
Yeah, it's all aesthetic. I understand that. In
That
this
annoys
too,
the
I'm not a fan of this whole, oh, it's like fucking Last of Us where you put your backpack down and you craft from your backpack. That seems like a stupid way of doing that.
We should make a game, guys.
Oh God,
I
fuck.
will.
Oh,
No,
I don't know about
God,
that.
no.
Yeah, I regret not saying that.
Can we put together a Star Sector mod?
Armor? No. No. Do not let this man near fucking video game making tools ever.
The crafting looks exactly like The Last of Us. I could I could actually see the crafting being like something exactly out of The Last of Us game, to be honest. It does look exactly like it.
That's exactly what... Okay, so they pulled the crafting straight from fucking Last of Us. They pulled the looting mechanics straight from State of Decay. Like, they're just pulling different things out of different games and plugging them in to see what works and what doesn't.
But are they pulling the good parts?
I don't know. I don't think so. Honestly, I don't.
What I want to know
believe
is,
they're pulling the good things.
Is the front vehicle a player as well, or is the front vehicle an NPC you're following?
It's 2 players.
Both that are equally terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the other guy might have better aim than this dude. This dude's fucking terrible with his aim.
They're both pretty shit.
You see that IGN watermark? That's why.
It's all IGN's fault.
I mean,
New open world MMO survival. Okay, so
yeah,
It
that tells us literally nothing about the game.
so it's
Open
just a
world
division.
MMO survival, so I have a feeling it's going to be a bit cancer if you're going to try and play this game long
Now,
after it comes out.
Here's the game
My
that
name
has
is
to
Jason
exist.
Kyle.
The Last of
Please.
Us,
6 Days
Days
in Fallujah.
Gone,
Oh,
Daisy,
The
looks like
controversy
almost look like
surrounding
the same
this
old thing.
game,
Yeah.
my lord, people get their fucking panties in a twist over stupid bullshit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, when it first was original,
Okay, I could understand it when it was first trying to come out. Okay, I could give them that. Yeah, it was a little soon. I understand that, but like
yeah.
the wave of backlash it got trying to come back in like 2020, 2021.
Yeah, I get
It's
that.
like it's completely unfounded at this point. Like, okay, the thing has been done already. Like,
Have I checked out the Far Cry trailer? No, I have not yet. I'm getting to that one. That one's one I kind of want to like save for a little later. I saw this one like here and there, but I haven't got to see the actual trailer for it. They made a game based off of Fallujah,
Battle of
and
Fallujah,
yeah.
I was a sergeant with Lima Company, 3rd
I'll
Battalion,
say one
1st
thing:
Marines.
their city, their
On
procedural
November
city generation
9th,
looks like it could be a
I
really
entered
good
the city
piece of
with
technology
12
if
Marines
they work it
plus
out correctly.
And
If
by
they
November
work it out correctly.
13th,
If they work it out,
I
if
was
they
down
get all the
4
kinks
Marines
out,
by
it'll be
myself.
it should be a pretty good addition to like
6 Days in
creating
Fallujah recreates stories from the
for
battle based on
video
eyewitness
game creating
accounts.
tools. Which I hope the game does well, but
one squad has already walked down.
I don't
this
know.
alley,
It's
so
one of those
we're
projects
just,
where it's
like,
kind of still
walking
up in the
down
air.
pretty confident.
Yeah.
Like
And,
we've only
these
seen a
guys just
few of
open
the
up.
actual gameplay trailers for this, and I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of that whole like kind of looking down sights, but not really. Like that right there. Not that, but before that.
You mean like hip fire?
That was the go command. One tap issues orders to your team based on what you're pointing at.
And maybe it's just the way the guy's holding the gun. Hip
fire.
firing, I don't know. It's probably just a design choice. I'm just not a fan of.
Okay, now that's kind of an interesting shooting mechanic.
Oh yeah, how he's holding off of the wall. Yeah, that's not bad. Like I said, there's a good amount of game there, but I'm not sure that they could compete in a market that's already pretty oversaturated.
We think they can compete with the likes of like Squad.
Well, I don't think the aiming in this would be all that refined. This is based off of like military movement and shit.
Yeah, well,
but also the
I
guy that's playing this doesn't really make this look good either. Much to be desired there. But this is also supposed to be a historic game.
Never wrong. They have the most to fear.
And as soon as I
Well,
walk
sort
in,
of. I guess it's
I
like
see a
a
machine gun.
Well, this is also supposed to go off of eyewitness
10
accounts as
15
well.
feet from me.
Yeah, but there's always going to be some sort of liberties that taken.
You never know what to expect.
You also have to remember too, it's a video game.
And then you still
Yeah, it's a
don't
video
know
game.
until you
Liberties
go
are
So
going to be
out.
taken.
they have to be able to take some kind of creative liberties.
Different. Every single
Yeah,
time.
Like
sport the
they
gameplay.
said that not every
Marines
not
and
every
soldiers
time
never
you play
knew
the
what was
game,
waiting for them
the city is
behind the
gonna
next
be
door.
exactly how it was the
And
first
if you
time
want a
you played,
realistic
the second time you played.
experience,
There's gonna be procedural generation
neither can
about it,
you.
and they're also gonna procedurally generate traps
6
within
days in
that
Fallujah
apparently.
reshapes the battlefield every
Which I'm
time
kind of
you
interested to
play.
see how that works out.
Each room, each building, even the entire neighborhood is generated procedurally.
Yeah,
Every
see, you
map
can
is
see
a
them
new
going
map.
through it now.
So just like actual combat, you'll
Well, it
never
looks
know
like there's
what
some
to expect.
landmarks and stuff that is just gonna stay in, like that's a permanent fixture to the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. That right there, that kind of fuck with me a little bit, having to open doors like that. It's like,
Yeah, but being in the Middle East though, that would kind of make a little bit more sense because you're going from a very dark place to like a blazing sun in the desert.
just not being able to see it. Like I can understand the reasoning for doing that though in the game.
Oh, now he's got decent reaction times. Wish your aim was a little better.
It's a gameplay trailer.
I don't care if they're gonna have someone do a fucking
That guy should have easily killed those two guys like no problem.
like the realistic health though, kind of like Squad. Yeah, I could. It's it would have to. It's supposed to be like a realistic
My
game.
son, he had his first birthday while we were in Fallujah.
I wonder how they're
I
gonna
went to
do
the
like
picture.
their squad
So
reviving
I
and
wrote
stuff,
Happy
or
Yeah.
like
Birthday,
healing,
JJ,
like because
on
squad does a pretty
piece of
decent job of
cardboard,
it.
and I held it up. That was the most difficult day.
Yeah,
I
I
had
hope
there.
6 Days in
It
Fallujah
dawned
is
on me,
like
it's like I
a
can't
good
die on my
good
kid's
enough
birthday.
game to stand on
That's
its own legs
all
to
I
where
thought about
it gets
all
a
day
decent
long,
player
was
base
dying on
and
my
it
kid's birthday.
stays in the market for, you know, however many years and however many updates they go through. I hope it's a long lasting project for these guys.
I don't think this is gonna get released anytime soon. I don't think it'll be released this year. If it is, I'll be surprised.
They may need to delay it.
They need more hype for this if they're gonna release this. Something like this. This might receive backlash from veterans, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, but like at the same time, there's always going to be somebody who hates it, and like when they first tried doing the game, I can understand the backlash because it was very soon after the war in Iraq happened.
Where's GTA 6? Yeah, I know, right? GTA 5 hasn't
GTA
died out
6.
yet, so they might keep it at. I'd be interested in seeing a GTA 6 just to see the where they take the role playing servers with that, how it looks.
Fucking.
So just think.
Are
Oh
you
God, the
sure
fact that
Rockstar
they're-
is gonna be willing to
They're
part
amped
with
up.
their fucking cash cow
all
that
this
is
adrenaline
GTA
going
5?
through.
Yeah,
Oh no,
right.
but the
And
thing
it's
is, they're gonna
like
try and
damn
make a
cool.
game so
And I'm
that way they
talking to your
can.
dad,
They're
"Oh,
trying.
dude,
They're
why are you
gonna
doing
make
that?"
only cash cows at this point.
It's gonna be GTA 5.5, 5.6 or something like that.
I mean, the
They'll
fact
just make
that
a
there's
slight
civilians-
facelift to it.
One problem is that with the fact that it's like this, the fact that there are going to be civilians in the game, in this game, mean that like there's the potential for war crimes, which I am certain is going to go down horribly.
Armor can never play this game. He would commit too many war crimes. See, he doesn't even bother fucking disputing it because he knows it's true.
Wait, what?
The fact that there's
War
civilians.
crimes is just a to-do list.
Armor, no,
Oh,
this
no.
podcast.
Oh no, come on.
And prison's just a place armor.
Top 10 new zombie games of 2021. It also
I
already
think we've
shows
seen the majority of the games.
Yeah.
In that.
Whereas now's not this is not the place for those kind of jokes.
I wanna
Yeah,
say
that's
might as
probably in
well.
poor taste.
Yeah. In poor taste would be an understatement. Metal guitar stuff.
It's a non-copyright heavy metal instrumental stuff.
Oh.
I think game. I should stop putting everything into one fucking video instead of having separate trailers.
Also, how long do you think that this podcast is going to go on for?
Probably an hour and a half.
How long have we been up for?
50 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We were trying to go for 3 hours, right?
Not announcements that would break the internet. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I see.
Honestly, though, I'm going to look at Far Cry 6. Far Cry 6 trailer.
Yeah, I remember this got announced.
Far Cry 6, that might be good. Oh yeah, the one. Okay, this is different because it's going to be in like an urban. It's like inspired by Cuba.
Maybe it won't be as bad as or as terrible as Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 was kind of shit.
Yeah.
I played Far Cry 5 for a while, but like the low selection of guns was a killer for the game. The same like 10 guns, or the same 10 weapons, killed the game.
I have something for you, Diego.
Far Cry 5 is a shit game, and it's probably the worst in the series.
I don't know. I didn't like any of them from.
This has to be taking place in Venezuela.
Cuba,
well, it's inspired more by Cuba.
It's either Cuba or Colombia, if I remember correctly.
It's obviously a fake country, but they.
Yeah. Well, the two inspirations they probably draw from the most is Cuba and Colombia.
This is crazy.
The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom.
I feel like the main antagonist is probably going to be like the only redeeming quality of this Far Cry, because I don't have like any kind of hope or stock in Ubisoft. Like, they've burned me far too many times that I can't admit. And,
good old
I
chicken
just
man.
refuse to play or purchase any of their games now. Fuck them. I don't care. I'll burn that bridge right now.
They are torn apart by opinions.
Ubisoft, you're not welcome in this podcast.
Strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
Throw it. Throw the grenade. You know you want to.
So the whole thing is that he's basically gonna turn. It's like his son is gonna be. Yeah.
He always plays a bad guy.
Well, yeah,
really
he's
good at playing bad guys.
He's super iconic as a bad guy.
He's only played one good guy, I think, out of his entire time as an actor, and the rest of the time he's been a villain.
He's such a good actor, though.
I know he is. He's a really good bad guy too. He really is. Remember that old TV show that that kind of like died off after like 2 or 3 seasons called Revolution? Where like the entire world loses electricity, and the only way to use electricity is like this corporation. This girl's parents were the front runners of this corporation that created nanos that would take the power away. And the only way to let the power on is by a necklace around this girl's neck, and she could press the button on it, and the power would turn on around her.
Oh, okay. I actually remember what show you're talking about.
I do as well.
And a major plot point of that show was they were trying to manufacture a bunch of guns.
Well, that's the thing, is that in order to make smokeless powder, you need electricity.
Yeah, they're like, well, we have a bunch of gun factories here, but none of them work because no power.
watch more from Far
That'll
Cry
be
6.
interesting.
But yeah, my previous statement still stands with Ubisoft products. Fuck you, Ubisoft.
What's another movie? Well, another game that's coming out soon.
No idea.
Oh yeah, that's right. New World.
Oh, fucking New World. This game had a decent amount of potential, and Amazon just said, "Fuck you, we're killing the game."
I just poo-pooed all over it.
Yep.
What is eternal?
Like, what do you mean? It's still in development. It doesn't release until like
It's still
October.
in development, but the amount of plans they have for their monetization has just killed any hope the player base has for this game.
Well, they take it out of Steam?
No. So they're doing a whole like, was it no, it wasn't subscription based. They're doing like a one-time like purchase, and on top of that, they're having an in-game store. On top of that, I think they're also talking about having a season pass.
That just sounds like ESO.
And it pretty much is like it's like a slightly more advanced ESO.
Okay, I wouldn't consider that a game killer. That's just a typical like. That's like Black Desert too. I mean, that you could make the same argument for Black Desert. A one-time payment to be able to play the game, and then
no, it's not just that.
shop.
It's the fact that they said there would be no pay-to-win elements in their game
like LBS.
There's no pay-to-win element in BDO either.
But now they're saying, oh well, we're going to add in like EXP boosters and shit, and fucking fast travel tokens and all that bullshit.
Okay, that sounds like a thing that would be normal for a MMORPG.
The thing is people are just fucking sick of it, and that should be in-game as a free option.
Yeah,
or an option you unlock after you fucking do a certain amount of things in the game. Not a paid thing that you have to
pay for.
That if you wanna do it more than 10 times, you gotta pay us $10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, have y'all seen the so on the other topic of like we've kind of like finished the game topic. What would be out of all those games, what would be the top game out of all the ones we've seen today that y'all would actually want to play the most?
Dying Light 2.
Me too.
Without a shadow of a doubt, Dying Light 2.
What was the one where it was like the day after the day before? I would probably want to play that.
Day before.
The day before.
If you guys were up for playing it, all three of you, I would play it with you.
I want to see if they can release. I want to see if they release another trailer first to show more than the shit they did in that, because that was kind of shit. Especially the person they had showcasing it, where the guy
Did you even see any of the while they were inside of the house and they're trying to fucking turn off the alarm and the alarm goes off?
No.
I didn't.
It's like, so they have like a keypad, and it's like a bunch of like, they've got like a bunch of imprints on the keys that show what, like, it kind of gives you a guess of what the combination could be. And if you guess it too many times wrong, the alarm goes off, alerts everything in like a mile radius of it, and it's like ringing the dinner bell for zombies essentially.
Oof.
Damn.
But like they do that, and then a bunch of zombies show up, and then two other players show up and like go and look at the house. Like they allude to the fucking PvP in there, but not really.
I doubt anyone's
they run away. Dude, the PvP did not look good in that first trailer. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna
garbage.
feel. I don't know how I'm going to feel about some of the games that are coming out, though, to be honest. There's some games I don't remotely want to play, this being one of them. I don't know if I want to play New World.
I played a little bit of their, they had a beta going for a bit, I played it, did not captivate me at all.
This game features a
didn't make me want to stay and play it.
Classless action combat,
Ashes of Creation.
and crafting, PvP in the form of territory wars, and PvE in the form of invasions, world bosses, and
Massive progress. Early siege gameplay. Ashes of Creation official gameplay teaser trailer, Gamescom 2019. So this hasn't been released, I don't think.
That was a trailer from a year ago.
Yeah, I know, but I still
2 years
don't
ago,
think
actually.
that it's released. I mean, I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't released yet. Ashes of Creation release date. It's still in testing. So it's in alpha right now. As of March 12th of 2021, Alpha 1 schedule was released on March 12th. So it's still in alpha right now.
What the hell?
Who's the dev team that's
dinosaurs
that's behind this project? Is there a thing this is?
That's fun now. Alpha 1 early preview live stream, March 27th. Press test, NDA as of... So this started back in 2017 for like pre-alpha. So this game's been in development for a while and will continue to be in development for a good while.
It seems like it could be in development now. I think that needs a requisite for it. I think it's 5 years, 6 years.
PAX West. Alpha 2 and Beta 2 were available during PAX West 2017.
Oh, someone joined.
Original codename for Ashes of Creation was the World of Origin.
We're looking at future disasters here.
So are the devs for Ashes of Creation? Intrepid Studios.
This is the first time I've heard that name.
Not the first time I've
Do
heard
they have
that.
any previous titles that they have under their belt? Or is that like a fresh faced, brand new development studio?
The Ashes of Creation.
Yeah, I just looked at it. Like, we were trying to find out who the developers were behind the Ashes of Creation. Intrepid Studios, founded in December of 2015.
Oh, it's
Okay,
an
so
MMO.
it's a 6-year-old dev team.
Staff consists of veteran developers from EverQuest, EverQuest 2, Star Wars Galaxies, PlanetSide 2, Call of Duty, and the XCOM series. John Moore, Stephen Sharif, Jeffrey Bard, Jason Crawford, Michael Bacon, Kristen Snodgrass,
It's a name.
David Thornfield, John...
I want to know.
Sorry, I have
like
food
to
on
know,
the mind.
I would like to know if that man is Jewish. That'd be really funny.
Keith Kovacs,
Bacon Greensfield.
Matthew Reynolds, Peter Pallone, Jeff Delier. That'd be an interesting, but I mean the game looks good for a small dev team.
That small dev team has been working on that game for like 5 years.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
the
ever
dev
gonna come
started
out.
in
Yeah, no,
2017.
that's what I was saying. Is I'm pretty sure it's in development hell.
Well, I sent him a game called Pantheon. Have you ever heard of Pantheon MMO?
No, actually, that's the first time I've heard of that name.
Pantheon MMO has been in development for like 6 years, but it's like the coolest MMO that's never happened.
Pantheon MMO trailer. The Rise of the Fallen Fairthought. Okay, no story whatsoever in this so far. Just shows characters standing around.
This trailer was like played for 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's a teaser trailer, dude. It's not gonna give you much story.
Already a highly critic of this.
This
game looks like shit.
This game
That's
looks
all
like
is.
absolute
That's all it
poo-poo.
is. That's all this trailer is. Is this
Or
shit
the
so
title
far.
sequence even. It's a 1 minute and 12-second trailer.
This game looks like absolute poo-poo.
That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all this trailer is. Is this shit so far.
It's a 1 minute and 12-second trailer.
It's trash. It's trash.
It's absolute garbage.
It's garbage. It
more
doesn't have
gameplay than a lot of
24-man
other
raids.
trailers.
How dare you?
Oh my god, 24-man raids, kill me, please.
You wouldn't want to play Final Fantasy Online then, because it's got like 48-man raids.
Yeah, getting that many people to synchronize and do something is cancer.
I've bore witness to some of those 48-man raids because I have a friend that plays that religiously. Oh my god, it's like I'm having like my brain is just like dying from seeing all the bullshit on screen.
I feel it. Like I've rated in WoW since like the beginning of WoW, since like this last season, and I don't know why you want to do that to yourself.
Get into WoW.
But I feel like most of it comes from a dark place.
Most of it comes from a dark place.
That's kind of a thing with me with like every MMO besides Final Fantasy Online. Like I'd play it for like a month, get bored, never touch it again.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Yeah, there's always that kind of point when it's like the game just stops speaking.
I think the only exception to that rule would probably be Black Desert because I've actually spent like $300 on 2 different accounts. Well, one was for my brother, but on 2 different accounts for like the highest possible like tier of entry. And that was when the game was originally like releasing for North America and Europe.
I think
so it's kind of like a Stockholm syndrome with me. I come back every few months and collect like what little fucking like in-game money they give me for being a founder.
I think the last time I played BDO, I had spent like I think $80 on the game to get that tent for lifestyle players, so you don't have to like constantly go back. You can just like stay where you're at and repair all your gear. Especially your butcher's knife and stuff. That way you can stay there and do shit.
Yeah, I'm not giving what is it? No, it's not Pearl Abyss anymore, is it?
Black Desert. I
Who owns Black Desert now? They've changed hands like 4 times at this point, and I can't remember.
Fair. Black Desert. I played it until I was like, you should buy this bundle pack. I'm like, oh, I should uninstall. I'm done.
I feel you. I'm like, I've already spent money with you. I'm not spending anymore.
They added a new world boss.
One of my favorite MMOs that's no longer around is WildStar. It was so much better.
I've never heard of it.
I dabbled a little bit in WildStar before it went away.
I'll play the shit out of that.
My older brother and like a whole group of his friends, they fucking went hard on WildStar. Actually, I think that's where they all met. Was in WildStar.
I was end game medic healer in raids, and the one raid and the PvP. That's the reason why the game died. There was nothing to do at max level.
That's a failing that a lot of games have.
Well, it was there was like 2 development like supervisors for the game, and they had like the exact opposite ideal. So like nothing ever got done, and like the game just stagnated.
There's a lot of games that we've all played over the years, especially the ones that me, Armor, Mac, and Colonel have played together. That have just died off in increments over the years.
I remember there's one game I have in my Steam library that I bought, and I didn't know about this, but literally like 1 week later after I purchased it, the dev team just was like, yeah, we're abandoning this game.
Was that Snaky
I've
Bus?
had that happen a few times as well.
I think Snaky Bus is kind of like where it's at. It's never going to change.
Well, I think that Snaky Bus has like 2 people working on it.
I mean, it was still a fun game for as dumb as it is. It's pretty fun.
It's a fun game, but it's got. I'm pretty sure the number of people working on it you could probably count on the hand.
I feel like on the opposite vein of that, like the game that just does not seem to fucking die is Payday 2.
I don't understand how it hasn't died.
Every time I think it's
game.
finally dead in the grave, some stupid some fucking shit poster goes and makes a video on it, and it just revives it for like a good 2 weeks. And somehow they pump out another like 2 or 3 DLCs.
They should add a giant spoon weapon, and
They
did.
literally did that because someone shit posted about it. Honestly, I'm not surprised though. They're trying to drum up as much fucking hype for Payday 3, which they say is in the works. And
well, I remember Payday 2 when I played it. It was like back when I played it, it was still like a bank heist game. But then like
still is.
I saw. No, but that's the thing. It's like now it's kind of gone like off the wall. Like there's insane stuff, going.
Yeah, I mean,
miniguns.
Not like that. Like
shoulder-mounted minigun.
I mean, like the heists you do.
Oh yeah, no, the heist got absolutely like.
President.
I'm pretty sure some of the dev teams were snorting cocaine while they were fucking thinking up of the heists for doing that. Because some of those heists were fucking wild.
Yeah, like I would like some of them. I was just like, what? Like I can't. Someone was like, you should take a look at the game. I'm like, should I? And then like I saw it, I was like, oh god.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Even World of Tanks is slowly dying off too. World of Warplanes died pretty much.
Because World of Warplanes charges you for bullets. That's the dumbest thing you can do.
Yeah, like that's the whole reason I never got into the
premium damage
to begin with.
Buy premium bullets, and then you're automatically better than every other warplane. That's fucking dumb. That's the dumbest thing a game can do.
That was the biggest turnoff for. That's why I never fucking played the game.
Colonel's addicted to it for some fucking.
I played the shit out of it. I like warplane games, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be the best in that game because I'm not gonna spend money on bullets. That's the dumbest thing.
Yeah, and by the time World of Warplanes ever even came out, War Thunder was already a thing. So I was like, I played it for a couple of guys. Like, this is shit. I'm going back to War Thunder.
They're really bad. It's bad. I wouldn't play it ever. Like, it's bad. And they should be ashamed for doing that.
Yeah, Warplanes is garbage.
They should be ashamed for World of Warships, to be honest. It's not good. It's really bad. I just like sinking boats as a boat. That's something I like to do. But as a game, it's shit. It's not a good game.
Because
they're like, hey,
play that entire genre.
Play 50 hours to get this next boat. I'm like, okay.
Unless you have premium days, which then you can grind it in 2.
Yeah. Oh, if you buy the premium days, then it takes 48 days.
But I mean, when I got premium, like I went from having to take like an entire month to go up from tier 6 to 7 to the Colorado. As soon as I got premium, I had the Colorado in like a day and a half, 2 days.
Yeah. But the fact that you have to buy premium for a game is retarded in the first place. When like there's so much better ways to get an income source out of a player, like willingly. Like any of those camos, you could be like, hey, $5 and make this camo permanent. Fuck, they would make 1,000 times more money than they make right now, and they'd have 1,000% more user base. Like there's only like 5,000 people that play the game totally.
Yeah, true.
That's kind of how I feel with most kind of microtransactions like that too. Is like they're thinking in a puddle when they have a fucking ocean to work.
I have dumped over $1,000 in the last couple months into World of Warcraft.
I don't spend money on the game.
You have horrible finances. What the fuck are you doing? Dumping $1,000 into a game.
I know, and I can't help myself. Like I was broke after like I think it was like my first paycheck.
For you. Hold on.
My first paycheck. I spent like $300. Then I started playing, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm out of gold now. I need gold, so I don't have to retrain my commander." And I would just steadily buy $10 here, $10 here, $10 here, $10 here. Just constantly do that.
There you go, bud.
Do what?
I sent you the perfect GIF over Discord for that.
Oh dear.
That's you right there.
I love the gamble.
Dumping $1,000 into a fucking game to play better.
Great.
Like that's the thing. The only like amount of money I'm willing to pay for a game is for like the price of the game.
The price of admission.
Yeah, the price of
admission. That's the only thing I'm willing to fork over. Anything else is extra bullshit I don't need.
Well, like if the DLC
I'm willing
is
to
good,
pay a
it's like
couple
actual
dollars for a
content.
skin for a character if I like it, or like a hat, or like a stupid like
Unfortunately,
gimmicky.
that mentality has grifted the fuck out of most games that I play because they're like, okay, the price of admission is $60. Oh, plus here's a $20 fucking like season pass that you need if you want to do any of the actual worthwhile content,
Yeah,
or
that
if you want
season
any of the
pass.
actual good shit, because that's
Yeah.
all locked behind paywalls.
Well, almost every game comes out now
And,
half
and for,
developed, and
I
then
hate how that's
DLCs
a
are the rest
precedent
of the
that's been
game.
set. Yeah, I hate how that's a
Well,
precedent that's been set.
I mean, Borderlands is the worst for it.
Yeah, like
Borderlands is like, look at this one main story. You want all the side quests? DLC.
DLC.
But people like
Armored
Borderlands. I'm over
Warfare.
Borderlands since the first one. Do you know that Borderlands was actually a failed Rush game? It was supposed to have next gen graphics, but they went
You gotta wait
over
to sell shit.
budget. Yeah, well, they went over budget and they were about to go bankrupt, so they're like, "Fuck, let's just shade this shit and sell it."
Which it actually works for the game.
Yeah,
though,
it works because they're random game, but they're honestly the sequels have not been good.
Is
Borderlands
Empyrean
2 has been good, but like
it also
it's
sounds
at
like
a
they had some
cost.
serious financial mismanagement with those
Each
games.
one from the first one has been shittier than the last one, like character wise. Like, come at me. Berserker was the coolest character in 1. There's no character cooler than Berserker, and then so on and so forth. Like the second one, nobody from 3 was cooler than the characters in 2.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like all the characters are just getting shittier and shittier.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that statement.
Oh yeah, did y'all see
Like
where
the last bad guy was a streamer. Like, good for them. Cool.
have y'all seen the new Arma 3 DLC that came out where you can now play in the Vietnam era?
Prairie Fire or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
Prairie Fire.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they saw that like
Why play Arma when there's
one
DayZ?
mod that got super popular, and they probably
Why
were like,
play
let's do
DayZ
something.
when there's Arma 3?
Because one has zombies.
I love how Black Desert has like died. Like its player base has gotten so small, it's down to like $9 now.
Oh, it's one of those games where you're like, hey, pay $300 to jump ahead the guy who paid $250.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Weren't they giving that game out for free on Steam a while back?
Yeah, they did it for a couple weekends.
Free to play game now.
Oh,
Yeah, you play for premium asset.
See, now looking back, now I kind of regret paying the fucking $300 I did for those 2 original accounts. But those 2 accounts probably worth like 2 times the amount they are worth now to some people. I don't know. Someone would probably fucking buy them.
I honestly can't wait till like.
I wish I could unlink my League of Legends account from my email.
I want to
sell
get the
that in a hot minute.
I want to get the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. To be honest, I want to get it and play it just for nostalgia's sake.
See, I would be getting new games like constantly, but I've already got I've already got close to like 500 games in my fucking Steam library alone.
Well, the 2 I really want to get, actually the 3 I really want to get are Cyberpunk, Titanfall 2, and Valheim, and maybe
fucking
other games. I don't know.
Cyberpunk was kind of a letdown.
It
was a
was?
really big letdown for a
little
lot
bit
of
of a
people.
letdown.
See, the thing is, I didn't go in with the fucking expectations that most people did. Like, I figured, okay, it's gonna be like a cool, like like a cyberpunk RPG. You could just jump in for a few hours, and that's what I got. It wasn't anything like absolutely fucking groundbreaking, like some people thought. I'm like, well, what the fuck did you guys think it was gonna be? Like, I can understand there's a fuck ton of like game breaking bugs and shit the game first launched. I'm surprisingly one of the few that had very little like actual game breaking bugs in that game.
Well, the thing is, like, you usually like it was like the game was fine as long as you did as long as you played it on like a tank PC, you know.
I don't have a tank PC by any means. Like,
well, you are the exception.
Yeah, it was just weird because like people that I knew had better rigs than I did, had worse problems than I did. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, hold on, wait, what? I go back and look, I'm getting solid 60 FPS on high graphics. I'm like, what is the problem here?
Yeah.
Here you go, boys.
What is this? Oh, Biomutant. Oh, I played that quite a bit. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was different. I'm not
This one
used to the
releases
whole...
on May 25th. Oh, it did.
Yeah.
It's already released. I'm stupid.
It's already released.
I haven't got to play it yet. I haven't even got to try it.
I can stream something for you if you want.
It looks pretty cool already. It looks like it's got decent graphics.
Yeah, like, I mean, I run most of my shit on medium anyway, just so I can pump every FPS I can get out of it.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad looking game by any stretch of the means. It kind of.
Great. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, the whole like furry thing kind of like threw me off, but once I got past that, the game beneath it was pretty good.
Yeah, I just ignore that shit because, like, I mean,
yeah, that's exactly my mentality.
It's just like it's a thing, like, you know, sometimes you don't want humans, sometimes you just want cutesy characters or like, you know, fun.
It's an aesthetic people like. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I brushed past it, and the game's not bad.
Would it be a better game with boring humans?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't.
Probably
think so.
not. Probably not.
It looks like it could be a decent game.
I can stream it for you here. Hold on. Let me start it up.
Like we're doing a podcast back.
I know, it's okay. Oh well, I don't know. Is that okay?
Looks like something out of Ratchet, like something like like the video game character Ratchet.
Ratchet and Clank.
Clank series, yeah.
Yeah, he looks kind of.
Yeah, I kind of seen where that vibe came from. Yeah.
I was just sitting there scrolling through Steam, and I was like, there's a game I've never seen before. Yeah, there's like there's a handful of games on Steam I'd definitely like to get my hands on.
It's also like it's not like I can't talk and play games at the same time.
For Honor's definitely trying to get people back into the game, and it's not going to happen.
For Honor. Dude, what did I say before? Fuck everything Ubisoft related.
I want this. I don't know why, but I want this. It's such a satisfying game. Just from watching people play this game, it's so satisfying. Like, I want to get it. Power Wash
I'll admit,
Simulator.
I already have a level 31 character.
Good lord, man.
I played the fuck out of this game.
There's what that what one of my viewers was talking about. Days Gone. He like, kind of reminded them of that.
Yeah, I've heard good thing about Days Gone. Apparently, it was a really good PC port.
Steam doesn't really have a lot of games these days. Like, not a lot of good ones.
They're not releasing as many like good AAA. Well, I don't even. I feel like most AAA games aren't very good, to be honest.
SnowRunner's finally on Steam after I got it on Epic. Nice. Makes sense, Steam. I buy something and a couple months later, you finally come out with it.
I mean, yeah, that's how it kind of works.
Land of War, the beginning. I'm so confused. Honey.
16.
Oh, ear rape, Jesus.
Oh, ear rape.
The one thing I will say about Biomutant Crimson is if you do decide to get it and start playing it, I would recommend turning the frequency at which the narrator speaks
Okay.
Just because he starts saying like, he starts like quipping about like random bullshit that doesn't even pertain to what you're doing.
Oh, so this is a new game that's going to be released in that releases actually released today. Land of War. You get to play FPS in Poland in 1939.
I have a feeling that. I mean, I feel like if you're a soldier in Poland in 1939, things are not going well in your life.
To be fair, though, you can tell it wasn't a highly touted game because of its starting out price is like $30 and its premiere edition's like 45.
Yeah.
Whereas the other games that like we've played for years are still sitting at $70 fucking dollars. Hurt and Secret, Herman Electro, Dark Harvest. I don't know. There's just not a lot of games that like I can enjoy that are on Steam anymore. Like there's just not a lot of games left.
Then find games that aren't on Steam.
Just be glad you never played a fucking time dump of a game like Ark. Survival Evolved.
God, Ark, I literally like I played it for like a couple of hours and I was like, I don't like this game.
I want to
I'm
play.
not happy. I'm not particularly proud to admit this, but I've sunk about like 1,000+ hours in Ark.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sniper
So
Ghost Warrior
the
2.
vanilla Ark experience actually sucks really fucking bad, so I would not recommend.
Really?
I would not recommend playing that game vanilla if you could help it.
I would have never guessed. Vanilla Ark isn't good.
You need mods to make that game even fucking functional.
Yeah.
Which I'll give props to the mod community. They actually fucking made that game like actually bearable to play. Honestly, that's the only reason I sunk 1,000+ hours into it.
Bullet drop.
To be precise, though, the amount of hours I've sunk in Ark is 1,034 hours.
Rookie numbers.
I know. Actually, that is very rookie numbers. I've seen people that had about 9,000+, 10,000+ hours in Ark.
Rookie hours.
I don't know how people do that.
Also, Armor, how is the new DLC for Stellaris?
You become the endgame crisis.
Yeah, we all knew that. That wasn't the question.
How do you become the endgame crisis?
Hey, remember like in our last what was it, the last multiplayer games, how it'd be like, hey, other empire next to me, you have something I want, so I'm just gonna punch you out for it. Now you can't quite do that. Now you need to gather intelligence to even get a Casus Belli on them. For things like take Relic. Also, like, you don't know the extent of their empire immediately upon meeting them.
Okay, that adds an interesting dynamic. That really does.
There's actual Fog 4.
Nice.
Valheim has an update for
It'll make that game so much harder.
Also, you can't just look at someone's fleet and say, oh, I see how you've built them. Now I'm going to build my counter to it. You actually have to get into combat with them and then look at what weapons they used.
That'll be fun to deal with.
By the way, Crimson, let me know if you do decide to get Valheim. I will play that with you.
Okay.
I enjoyed that game immensely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna get it. I just don't know if it'll be this week or next week.
Alright, well, let me know when you do.
Okie dokie. Anything else, topic-wise, that we want to get into?
Not to my knowledge.
You were just doing the first episode for games, right?
Have you guys ever seen the game Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse?
No.
You mean
It's
Dark
the
Riders?
saddest game that never happened. No, Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. It was about a guy who was trying to stop the end of the world.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that game.
With
Yes.
a prostitute that could heal, and then there was a senator that can see through demons.
Okay, you kind of lost me for a second there. I don't think we're talking about the same game anymore.
Yeah, Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. One of my computer graphics teachers actually helped make that game.
It looks like
how
what
old
he's
is this
getting is
game supposed to be?
movies.
Yeah, those are all movies. No, it's a game. Four Horsemen.
This?
No, that's a movie.
This is Darksiders.
Said maybe 4 Horsemen a game? Question mark? Cancelled. That actually looks kind of right. The down below? No, go down.
There?
Oh no, there was a video.
No, that's Battlefield 1 Apocalypse.
That one right there?
No, go. Yeah, that guy. He looks like the right guy. That one too. The 4 Horsemen Apocalypse trainer. Kind of looks like the guy because he had long hair. Kind of looked like Nathan Explosion.
For they were created out of vengeance to destroy man and earth.
Oh yeah, the main character was a fallen angel.
4 dark riders. The
As
black
a politician, a prostitute, and somebody else. I don't know what. Yeah.
Oh man, that's an old
What
game.
the?
Yeah.
What the?
Oh, this is ancient.
It was the coolest game that never happened.
I mean, it looks like it had interesting combat
for the time,
dynamics.
that was probably really fucking cool.
Ooh, this was like early 90s, like Xbox One. The first Xbox original. Like for that, for original Xbox, you saying those graphics are sick? Those are good.
I mean, for an old game like that, it's kind of like the Doom style stuff, where like with the blood and gore.
I
and stuff.
totally see how that game would have been, because if it was for the original Xbox, I imagine so many.
That's exactly why it never got released. There was too many. It was
too much violence.
Oh, too violent!
Too violent video games. No.
Meanwhile, now there's
Makes you devil worship
and
here.
you should feel bad.
When you're literally doing the exact opposite.
Honestly, I kind of want to get Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts too. That'd be kind of interesting. But I also want to see like Dead Space remastered. Well, especially like the first 2, 3 not so much.
Whoa. I don't know if that went through.
I heard
neck
3
or...
was hard.
Oh, okay. There goes stream.
There goes stream.
Yes.
Stream day.
But yeah, that's. I didn't really get to play 3. I only got to play the first one and half of the second one. But like from what I saw of the third one, it kind of lost the feel of Dead Space.
Well, yeah, I remember like the whole thing was like Dead Space. Like the first 2 Dead Spaces were like good, I think, and then the third one was just horrible.
Oh yeah,
the first 2 were genuinely scary.
Yeah,
the third one was just
the first one. If you were like, imagine this, okay? The original Xbox is out now, okay? Dead Space has just been released on original Xbox. Actually, no, it was 360 when Dead Space got released.
Yeah, it was an original Xbox.
But Dead Space gets released, and you're my age at the time, about maybe 10 years, 11, and you play it in the dark for the first time.
Oh God!
You're just giving your childhood scars right there.
Yeah.
That game
repressed memories.
Was genuinely one of the scariest games I've ever played, and playing it at night with all the lights in the house turned off made it that much scarier. The jump scares were worse.
Nice bucket of water.
I think the first game I played like that was
jug.
probably the original Fear.
This thing, when full, is 15-20 pounds.
That doesn't surprise me. It's huge.
Yeah, I know. And my first one I had that I took to work, the whole entire lid shattered.
I carry it at night when I'm scared. Brain people.
To be honest, though, I would break someone's skull with this before this thing ever breaks.
How did you murder your attacker? Water bottle.
Water bottle.
I caved the man's skull in with the 15-pound water bottle.
It was the butler in the duvet with the water bottle.
Where's the murder weapon? Right here, sir. Hold this massive fucking metal jug.
It's just giant.
It was the mayor and the abattoir.
I don't see any blood, but yeah, here's a dent.
That's clearly not blood, officer. You can tell that's raspberry jam.
Here, taste it. Lick it. What's some other scary games that have kind of died over the years? Dead Space was one.
Scary games? I'm not sure.
There was
Scary
another
games that have died.
There was another scary game that released as a demo on 360, and it was
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
No. It was a space
Silent Hill's definitely gotten worse over the years.
There was a space.
Silent Hill just got axed before.
Alone in the Dark.
There was a space combat game that was on 360 as a demo for a while.
I remember watching the Alone in the Dark movie in the early 90s and being pointing out that they're all wearing paintball gear in the movie.
I think it's only on the
low
first
budget movie, and they're all wearing high tech paintball gear because it had like the paintball logo, like JD or something. I'm like, I feel ashamed for you guys. You guys are supposed to make a cool movie, and like you're repping paintball gear. Alone in the Dark, disappointing.
Get right out of reach where I can't. But yeah, I think another one that I don't think any of you have played, the Fate series.
There's also Fear.
Oh wait, no, that's the one I'm thinking of. Fear, yeah. PlayStation.
That was the one game. That was the first one.
Yes.
I played the first game. I did not end up playing any of the sequels because that shit scared me as a child.
I think the first one.
The thing is, you don't realize I'm just a massive wuss, and I was just like, "That's a scary game." Nope. Sorry.
I gave it one good try. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, no. I'm
Oh
fine.
man, I love horror games. One of the creepiest horror games is Lust for Darkness.
Lust for Darkness.
It's on Steam, and there are many titties.
Of course.
Oh, of course.
But it's basically if H.R. Geiger had a nightmare game.
Oh god, that sounds horrifying.
Oh, it is. Basically, these cultist nerds open up a demon portal to a lust dimension, and lust demons start wrecking everybody's lives.
I feel like that's a lot of people's fetish, though.
Yep, Lust for Darkness. Release date June 12th, 2018. All reviews 2,683. Results mixed.
Results mixed.
Heavy nudity already in just the trailer.
You're not wrong. I wouldn't stream that game just because I'm like, I'm pretty sure
you would get
AIDS.
No, you're instantly going to be banned off of Twitch for even streaming this
off
game.
of Twitch you'll be instantly banned.
I remember seeing this one game where someone's like, "Hey, you should take a look at this game." I'm like, "Okay," and I looked at it, and like literally within 20 seconds. I'm not going to name the game, but within 20 seconds of the trailer, it's just intense sex. You know.
Oh, I've had a few people do that, and I'm like, "Well, I'm not your friends with you anymore."
That was a crazy trailer. I'm no, not going to play that game.
I mean, it's not for people that aren't scared easily.
Well, yeah, true.
Because a lot of the puzzles you have to do with like a demon about to murder you. So you're like puzzle.
You know,
yeah. You're like, oh, there's a demon behind me. Oh shit, there's a puzzle. So you have to solve the puzzle real fast
demon.
before you get murdered.
Oh.
What is this game called again? I kind of want.
It's called.
I have a morbid
great.
curiosity about it now.
It's only like $10.
Lust for Darkness.
And that if you add it to your wish list, it goes on sale for like $5 often. It's totally worth $5. I've beaten it like 4 times.
You know, a game that's also really died off was Space Engineers. It was a really like heavily played game for a while, and it died very fast.
Like
it's still very much.
It's not as alive as every other game.
Space Engineers is like a poor man's Empyrean.
Well, the thing is that it's just really just buggy.
Yeah, and Empyrean has way more stuff to do, and it's cheaper. But people still are like, Space Engineers is cool. You probably never played Empyrean.
No, I haven't. I only have Empyrean. I have Satisfactory,
Empyrean's
but
amazing.
I can't get Colonel to play it with me.
Satisfactory is like every.
Satisfactory, I thought it would be like every other kind of like a game of its kind, but no, Satisfactory is unique and like very, very unique. But I played it.
It's like
I played it for over
Satisfactory
40
streamline
hours
game.
straight, and I was still addicted to the game.
I thought Eco was better than Satisfactory for gameplay.
Debatable. I need to get some of the DLC. Oh shit, for Borderlands 3. I need to find people to play that game with. I'm like not really that far into the game, but the only person I've played it with, because I don't like playing Borderlands alone because it gets kind of boring solo, is like I would love to like have someone to play that game with.
I don't think I've beaten Borderlands 3 just because I got bored of it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it gets
Just
bored
because
so.
I was
I
like,
also refuse to go back to it. I'm not re-downloading that.
I'm on I was on a boss that I obviously had to go grind some levels to play. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go grind on a mob just to beat a boss that I like. Underwhelmed. Uninstall.
Yeah, I bought Project Wingman, which was a relatively new game, and I bought the new Ace Combat, Skies Unknown, and Project Wingman kind of put all Ace Combat to ruin. To be honest,
I feel it.
Project
Just
Wingman
like
had way better of a storyline.
There hasn't been a single mech style game that's been better than Armored Core 2.
Not MechWarrior Online?
Mech Warrior Online's garbage.
I fucking hate MechWarrior Online.
I mean, it's
I
good
have,
combat
I
style.
have like 30 mechs in Mech Warrior Online.
Mostly
I play every
because
now and then
I
with some
always get
friends,
paired
but
with
it's still
fucking people that have
garbage.
been playing that game since it came out, and they like memorize literally every fucking spot on the map. So they're just like, okay, if I fucking sit here on like D6 and I fucking aim my fucking LRMs at this degree with this fucking wind direction while I fucking stick my finger in my fucking tongue and swirl it around a little bit and then test the fucking wind direction, it'll exactly hit this guy right in the face and kill him instantly.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Like that's why I kind of like the fact that MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries was coming to Steam, but I played some of it and I was just like, it's not like the content. I just didn't like it.
My problem with Mech Warriors 5 is the control, or Mech Warriors in general. Their controls are shit, and they're shit on
I can agree
purpose.
to that.
Yeah.
Like they're like, look how shitty and realistic our mech controls are. I'm like, I don't know if you know this.
Also, don't get me wrong, I fucking love
Robots
that whole series of
and
like
video games are as good as you make them. So you're like, our robots are shitty. Deal with our shitty robots. No, Armor Core had robots and they weren't shitty, and the combat was awesome. Like you can't be like, oh, our combat's shitty for the sake of being shitty. Good for you. I'm not gonna play your game.
like I also like the fucking setting it was set in. Like I fucking love BattleTech, but BattleTech suffers from the same fucking problem as MechWarrior does in terms of balance.
You're not
And
wrong.
shitty controls. I feel it.
Cause like, okay, I'm going in as a 4-man lance, right? And I'm taking out another lance. It turns out there's like 4 other fucking mech lances in the area apparently that I have to kill now too. It's like, okay, thanks, Hairbrain. Just
If
fuck
you
me
want
over.
to play a good mech game that isn't bad, play Gundam Dynasty Warriors.
The fucking Japanese.
It's
Always
so good.
coming to the rescue.
Oh man.
I gotta go make dinner. I'm gonna bounce.
All right.
I'll
Well,
catch you guys later.
later, bro. That's it for the podcast, boys. Those that are on Twitch, thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you next time. We'll try to keep the content on the game short and try to do another topic, a different topic. Because I mean, we've only covered, we got really caught up on upcoming games and dead games.
Well, I mean, in our defense, that fucking like game show literally just happened today, so
True enough. Yeah.
we picked a really good day for fucking video game topics, at least.
Yeah, true. That's you're not wrong. But yeah, game's not the only shit we're going to be talking about, boys. Those that are watching, we also we'll be doing politics. Bless our souls.
Well, not bless our souls. It's more like Lord have mercy on it.
Lord
Please,
have mercy
God,
on
why
our
did you
souls.
decide to fucking add politics to this podcast?
Oh, it's because like we're going to be making fun of like our country's respective shit.
On, you know?
That and we get to make fun of our own country's politics, like
Leave
Canada.
my guns alone, damn it!
Yeah, yee. Leave our yee shit alone.
Grumpy old man. Not really though. I feel like it. But
Oh
not
man.
really.
Well, boys, it was fun. I think our next stream I'll probably just do Hearts of Iron 4 when I actually do stream a game.
Which I'm already playing.
Yeah, no. I gotta go to bed after this.
You can't get me to play that game again. I'm sorry, but not sorry.
Well,
sorry, not sorry. I'm not playing Hearts of Iron 4 again.
Because I guess even you're too dumb for Hearts of Iron.
It's still too advanced for me.
Oh man. Well, boys, it was fun, and everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Later.